Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Chris's Knits. This is a channel where we talk about knitting and crocheting and all the different things that are interesting about those items. I also talk a little bit about my life here in Japan. I live in Hiroshima, Japan, and if that interests you, please stick around and we'll talk a little bit more after this intro. Alright guys, I have my first finished object in literally weeks. I have been working on this major project, and I've been letting my little tiny projects go by the wayside. And so nothing has been getting finished, and everything is just in progress. So I finally finished a purse. And I think it is super cute, and I can't wait to show you guys all about it. So I made this little gold purse. I used one 4-weight and a mohair to make that lovely coloration, and it's a little bit fuzzy. So the 4-weight is wool and the mohair is mohair. But I find that with these two fabrics together, it doesn't really distort the purse and you can't really see through it. So all I did was make a straight panel, double the size of this. Then I put it in half and connected all the sides with a single crochet. Yeah, with a single crochet on all the sides. And then I redid the lip with a single crochet, with a double crochet all the way around the sides. And then I started here and I double crocheted up and I double crocheted back, ending off here where we started. So it's not gonna fit like a wide amount of stuff, but if it's for a wallet and a phone and your keys, it is the perfect tiny little pocketbook, and it is adorable. Well, that's probably wrong. It fits perfectly under your arm, and you can just go about your day with your cute little purse. I was so excited when I finished it because I have not finished anything in weeks, and I've been feeling a little bit down about that. But here it is, a finished object. I have a finished object to show you. Woohoo! Now, I talked to you just a moment ago about all my whips. And so my major whip is actually a skirt that I'm making for the summertime here in Japan because it gets hot. If you're from a country where they use Celsius, it gets up to 37, 38, sometimes up to 40. If you're from a country that uses Fahrenheit, that's over 100 degrees. Ah! Now, I'm generally a pretty cold temperatured person. I am very cold all the time. Like in the wintertime, it takes my feet like 2 hours to defrost after I get into bed. So I don't mind the heat as much as some other people, but it's going to get hot. And it's gonna get hot. So I decided to make myself a acrylic skirt, like mid-calf length, and all in double crochet with 2 different colors. And I think it's gonna end up being absolutely beautiful. But I've not had a single minute to work on anything for the past 2 weeks. Because if you didn't know, Japan's school system is set up so that they start in April. So they don't stop during the summer. They just have like 5 weeks off randomly in the summer, and then they continue with the school year after those 5 weeks until the end of April, and then they stop for 2 weeks. The last week of April and the last week of March and the first week of April, there's no school. But that's a time for the teachers to prepare for the whole first unit So I'm preparing for the whole trimester in like 2 weeks. And we also have to have professional development, and we also have to study what we're supposed to be teaching and figure out how to teach it and come up with games and come up with all these different things because we don't have books because we're a PYP school. What is a PYP school, you ask? It is the primary years program for International Baccalaureate program. Basically, it means that it's not a traditional style of learning. It's a student-based learning style. We're currently a candidate school, so we're even have to be more careful to fulfill all the requirements than a accredited school. So we also have to keep in mind, like, I think it's like 139 codes that are rules that we have to follow before we can become an accredited school. So there was an awful lot to cover by our PYP coordinator. So we spent 2 weeks on lectures on those things, and then we also had to get used to the materials that we'll be using. We're using several technologies this year, and man, after those information sessions, when the information is just getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed into your brain, and then you have to plan and 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 plan. When are you going to make this? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? Oh my God. And you're just like, oh, I can't. There's no more time. Ah! That's been my last couple of weeks. So I haven't really had time to work on anything. I haven't really had time to eat. I haven't really had time to sleep. And so I'm really excited that the students are back in class, and I've got my new students, and they're so cute. And I'm so excited to be starting a new school year. And once the school year gets into swing, and then I won't have to do as much preparation, and then I'll be able to work a little bit more on my hobby instead of just coming home and being like, I have died, and go to sleep. But I still get to talk to you guys once a week, and it's great. I just really wish that I'd had more time to spend with you guys. I'm just over the moon to have you. I know I'm just a small YouTube channel, and I'm not making any money out of this, and I probably never will, but I still appreciate you guys coming and watching every day, or every Monday. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.